Welcome back. Well, some students may be struggling with the transition back into school, but Maureen says she has a lesson for moms. The president of the Mean Moms Club, Maureen LeBeau, is here to replace reading, writing, and arithmetic with 3 new R's.
The Mean Moms 3 R's.
The Mean Moms 3 R's. What are they?
The Mean Moms 3 R's. Now, reading, writing, arithmetic, you mentioned, that's for the kids. But now that you're a mom, you need a whole new set. And those are reality, responsibility, and routine.
So you mean I can't go to the mall and buy those, $150 pair of jeans that I wanted?
Not on my budget.
Come on, Mom.
No, you can't. No,
so, what do you do when you're a parent and you're going back to school shopping and you have a budget of maybe 150, maybe
That's
250 bucks? And the kid says, oh, I've got to have that shirt.
Well, and of course they think they do. They believe they do. And in the book, one of the rules, Rule 5, is there's a difference between need and want, and I'll tell you what it is. And that talks about the fact that kids believe they need everything. But what they really, the situation really is that they want that, but they don't necessarily need it. And in some cases, they can't have it. And so it's our job to teach them the difference. Well, they need clothes. They need clothes. And their reality is, I need that T-shirt that has, the big logo splashed across the front that's going to cost $45. My reality with that budget is, you need a T-shirt that is clean and nice looking and fits.
And guess what? You'll still have friends. The kids will still like you.
Believe it or not, you will not be ostracized. And this is a true example, because when I took my 11-year-old, for example, shopping for back-to-school clothes, of course he goes for the designer rack. And I'm steering him. Now, here's the sale rack over here. This is where we really need to be. And, of course, this is terrible for him. What do you mean I can't have it? And he's crying in the aisle. He's crying in the aisle.
What'd you say to him?
And I said, you know what? Let me know when you're finished there, and then come and join me over here in the sale rack, because we've got other things we need to do.
Good for you. Now, that's tough for a lot of parents to do, because we've all seen those kids bawling, in the middle of the mall, and everybody's kind of turning on.
Oh, absolutely.
What is she doing to her child? She's murdering her child.
Oh, this terrible mother. This terrible mother. Yes.
Be strong.
Be strong. Be strong. You are in charge. You need to teach them your reality, and that reality is you have just so much for that budget, and you will not lose your friends if you don't have that T-shirt. Okay.
Now, responsibility. You say set up realistic goals, and it really depends on their age.
Oh, very much so, very much so. And one of the rules in the book is you'll always be my baby no matter how old you are, and that addresses developmental milestones. You need to be aware of those. You need to know what those are, because kids at different ages can do different things, have different abilities. So maybe a younger school-age child can help pick out their clothes. An older one certainly can get up in the morning by themselves. I never drag my kids out of bed. Make their bed, yes. I never dragged my kids out of bed. You use logical consequences. That alarm is going to go off. You need to get out of bed, because if not, you'll be late for school. And if you're late for school, what happens then? You go to detention after school when all your friends are out playing.
But the idea is setting them up early with expectations that, hey, this is what mom and dad expect of you to be a productive member, eventually, of society.
Exactly. And the whole goal is we want to raise responsible kids, and so this is how we teach them that.
All right. So what about, kids, at what age do you say, hey, you could make your own meal? It's time for you to make your lunch. Mom's busy.
It isn't so much ages. In the book, it talks about milestones, and those are what you want to watch for, because ages vary a little bit.
So developmental.
Developmental milestones, and look for what those are, because you don't want to be pushing them too far too fast, but you do want those expectations, and you want to teach them those things they can do on their own. Okay, so the last one, routine. You say that kids, they feel safe when they have a routine to follow. Routine is absolutely critical. It's so critical, and that's one of the things that we really, that's one of the keys of being a mean mom, is that routine, that consistency. And so when you set those realistic goals up, you want to make sure that you're also then following that routine consistently. That bedtime stays the same, that homework time stays the same.
And that's the hardest to follow as a parent.
It is
because when that kid throws the tantrum in the mall, you just say, you want to give in. You want to say, okay, all right, Johnny, I'll buy you the shirt. Just stop crying.
Right, but you need to keep in mind, it is your job. It's your job to teach them these things, and they do feel safe and secure when they know they can count on those routines.
And it must be communicated from the very beginning. So the kid has expectations.
Very much so. And the coaching program, the Mean Mom coaching program, is a program that helps parents do that. They actually can set up a solid plan based on planning guides, and they do that with their family, and they set all of this up ahead of time. So there are no surprises. Everyone knows what's expected, and you have that whole thing all set up. Really
quickly, we're out of time, but where can people get a hold of you if they want coaching?
Okay.
To be stronger parents.
Absolutely. There is a website at meanmomsclub.com, and there's also a blog site at meanmomscoach.com.
Perfect. All right. Maureen LeBeau, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
President of the Mean Moms Club, Reality, Responsibility, and Routine.
That's it.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you. And, of course, for more information, you can go to cnews6.com.